Back again. Another episode of HorrorWithSirSturdy, people. And I'm excited for this one.
And we're on time because Jason's here.
Nothing to do with me.
I bet, I don't know if I can agree with that, Mick. We were on time Tuesday.
No, we weren't. Think about that again. We started at like 8:45.
Tuesday was just me and James, wasn't it?
I thought I joined.
No, it was me, James, and Paul.
No, it was one missed call.
Me, James, and Paul.
Yeah, but Paul was late. That was my fault.
Yeah, Paul started at 8:45. Me and James are already going. But what's up, people? Listen, time for another episode, like I said, of HorrorWithSirSturdy. I just gotta show you what we're doing tonight. Boom! Evil Dead, HorrorWithSirSturdy, episode 465. Protect your neck in the cabin.
Damn right.
Be safe.
That's an interesting one. I like that. Like, what would you guys do if you were in this situation, right? Where you and your friends go for like some intervention, and then everything turns haywire like this.
Mm-hmm.
How do you act? Are you every man for themselves, or are you trying to fix the situation?
I probably run out of the cabin and die. Yeah, I get raped by the tree. It's me.
So he's the one getting raped by the tree and bringing all that shit back to the house. Oh fuck! Who's opening the book? I know it would be my black guys.
Yeah, my instinct would be to run. Unless my kid is there, that's a different story. But if it's just me in the cabin, my instinct is to run.
I get that.
To follow Sturdy out the door.
You good luck. I'll be gone before anything even goes down. I'll just hear a noise and that's it. Yo, you guys heard that shit? Something don't feel right about here. But no, it's kind of tough because you're almost kind of trapped in there because like when Mia ran out, you seen what happened.
Yeah.
And after she ran, nobody else tried to do that after everything was going down like that. Nobody else really tried to run. So I don't know if something would have happened when you run out again. If someone would have ran out then or what. Fuck.
Dude, and it's like for me, I would almost have to say, like at first, I don't think I would be on the every man for himself. Fuck you guys, like I would probably want to assess the situation, make sure it's not like if it's one person and what's happening, but the second it affected another,
then
it's like a demon thing. It's like, all right, we gotta start like. That was my biggest to compare this. This one didn't so much remind me as the original as it did. The vibes reminded me of Cabin Fever. I kind of got that sort of vibe off of this, and I dug it almost. Like the original was very cool. I love Evil Dead. I love Evil Dead 2. Army of Darkness. Those are perfect. This. I like, and I'm not giving my straight rating because we haven't really talked about it, but like from a standpoint of the look and the feel of it and how in your face it was, it almost feels like this was more sparked on new age horror of the time than it was old school horror, which is funny because it's a sort of a requel, if you will, to coin that, not coin that phrase, but to jump on the coin phrase.
Yeah. I agree with that. This one here though, before I even get into ratings, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, is my favorite of anything Evil Dead.
Oh, see, Evil Dead Rise is my favorite, and this one is third because Army of Darkness is
okay.
Like a personal. Like I love it so much.
That's fair. No, this one's first. I don't even know what's second. I'd probably have to go with maybe part 2, then part 1, and then maybe the newest one, and then Army of Darkness last.
I'm gonna argue part 1's probably going to be in last place
for you.
I love part 1, but the second one did it better.
That's
and that's why I hold it in much higher regard. And the third one did it even better, but continued it in such a beautiful way. I love the fact that all 3 of those movies reach different genres. Some way. So I mean, and this one was good, but it's a straight up horror. Whereas with Evil Dead Rise, I still got the feeling of like an Evil Dead 2.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, it did have
I
its
can see that.
moments, especially Dead by Dawn, Dead by Dawn, Dead by Dawn. See, I agree with you. Evil Dead 1 is probably last because it kind of sits on an island by itself, because Evil Dead 2 is half a remake of the first movie. So, and then, you know, it rolls into Army of Darkness and so forth. But yeah, this and Army of Darkness flip-flop between me and my favorite one. Army of Darkness for personal reasons. But I love this. Evil Dead, this... Man, when are we doing our ratings? We do that first before I start like creaming all over this movie.
I know, it's just oh man.
There's parts of this movie I do get confused with Cabin in the Woods because they came out about the same time. So there's like elements that I think are in Cabin in the Woods, but it's in this Evil Dead movie and vice versa.
That's fair. Cabin in the Woods. Oh, there it is. Was good, Chad. Was good, my friend.
What is up, Chad, man?
What's going on,
Talking about Evil Dead 2013. About to dive into our ratings, and let's see.
They did a cool little mock-up of a fight there. I guess they're reviewing Fight Club, and they have like a really cool slate logo that was on it, and I just dug it. So I just wanted to give them because we were talking about them.
Yeah, no, they have a dope show. Make sure you guys go check out the Video Store Clerks. A very awesome show. You guys, I know you guys invite me on. It's just late as hell for me. If it's my day off, I got you.
Where's James?
I got you. He's having remember he was having the issues and shit with the computer.
James, go to Starbucks and join us.
Yeah. What the hell, James?
Use your phone.
8 for James. But I guess we'll dive into these ratings. Vampires. Nah, it's just because I got to get up early in the morning. Like I know I think you guys all work nights, right? Of course, man. Hell yeah, you guys are my guys. You guys are my guys. We're gonna do something soon, though, man. We're gonna do something soon. I gotta get you guys back on here again. But like I said, go check out the Video Store Clerks. They got a dope podcast. Really dope movie podcast, and there's some dope guys. They're my guys. I'm gonna go with an 8.
Oh man, we were talking the other day about our favorite horror franchises on Make a Night. This is definitely up there. Evil Dead. This is my favorite. Army of Darkness is my favorite. This is the best of the Evil Dead movies, in my opinion, film-wise, because it's the most terrifying of all of them. So I don't do this. I don't give 10s very often, but I'm gonna give it a 10.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Jason gave it a 10. Look at that.
I can't find any fault with it. Like I start to finish.
9. Fuck this movie.
9. Fuck this movie. That's a fun way of giving it a 9.
No. It's such a good movie. But I mean, I didn't want to get too in depth till we start talking, but it's a great movie. It's a really well done, and in my opinion, probably the best remake of the old school horror. The old color guard that's was being remade for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best remake, but the problem is people don't really think about it as much because it's still considered in canon. But it is essentially a remake.
Yeah, it is.
So I think we need to give it that.
And a good one. I really enjoyed this one. And I don't remember the last time I watched it. I don't watch it often, but every time I do see it, like this is one of the ones that if it came out in theaters, I would go see it. It was just so cool, especially at the end where it's fucking raining blood and all that. You see that just like on the big screen. Oh my god, it was just a beautiful scene.
I'd watch it more, but if it didn't scare me so much, like this movie legitimately terrifies me when I watch it. Like I jump every time.
I was telling Sturdy a story earlier. I was watching it with a very beautiful woman, and we we're watching it, and it's freaking me the fuck out the entire time. Like the movie is a freaky movie.
Yeah.
And especially if you have any vices in terms of drugs or alcohol, and those withdrawals and things like that. Like it can be, a lot of it can be really heavy on many sides. But I did not want to react because I'm watching it with a beautiful woman, and I'm like, in my head though, I'm like screaming the entire time watching this movie for the first time. It's alleviated. I can watch it now, like you say, Jason, not a lot, because it does really tend to freak me out.
I think the reason this movie is so good, so well made, is because, you know, Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi are producers, but they're not producers that have their names attached. Like, they're actively part of the process of making this and Evil Dead Rise. Like, they don't just slap their names on and walk away. That's why every Evil Dead movie, while they all feel a little bit different, they all feel the same. Like, you can tell it's the same world. Like, there's something Evil Dead about all Evil Dead movies.
100% agree.
Agreed. Hell yeah. That was a great point, Jason. That was a great point with that.
The razor licking scene made me, yeah, it still does. Even thinking about it, I'm like, it's so good. And here's the thing, if I could like rant on one thing a little bit, because I think as horror fans, for so many years, especially as kids, we challenged each other. Like, if you're scared of that, you're terrible. Like, I was an adult when I decided, especially like making movies, I was like, I need to allow myself to be scared.
Yeah.
The whole fucking point of these movies, I need to allow myself to be scared. So when I'm sitting there, I can talk to people and be like, yeah, that one scared me. And then, like, if I'm talking to a guy and he's like, that scared you, it's a horror movie. Like, what are you watching it for then? Are you a fan? Like, because if you're a fan and you're watching it just to say you watched this new horror movie so you can talk on TikTok, well, then you're not enjoying it. Cry during movies, get scared during movies, shout during movies. That's the whole fucking point. And so I like, when it comes to horror movies, this is one that proves to me it's like, this is a legitimately scary movie.
Yeah,
this one I hear people like, oh, it's just not that great. It's like, shut up.
No, this movie's dope. This movie is fucking dope. And that razor licking scene, I loved it. So I don't know what it is with me, like those gory scenes. It's just my shit. I'm like, oh my god, that looks so fucking cool. How did they do that?
I
think that's what my adult mind goes to now. It's like, it's more than just that looks fucking amazing. Like, wow, it's like, oh shit, I wonder how they fucking did that. As a kid, I'm like, oh my god, look at all the blood. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love the element of the addict, because, you know, she's detoxing, so she's going to be getting sick and stuff. Like, that's normal when detoxing. And then she's getting possessed. So her friends are relating that to the detox and not what's actually happening, which to me adds to the suspense.
Have you guys ever heard of the theory in this movie that because they dump all of the drugs in the well and then they like are drinking water and such, that it infected all of them, and the only reason Mia was able to deal with it all was because she was a drug addict and she had dealt with it before. And so they were all pretty much just high the whole time, freaking out, and we're seeing what they're seeing.
That's an interesting take. That's a crazy take.
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was interesting to add an element like that to question it, especially considering we've never questioned the original. We know it's Necronomicon. We know it's demons. It's causing this. But to actually think about all the events that happen in this, not to say there isn't anything that stretches the limit of supernatural, but to question all of it and to see how they act, like, and to add that element into a story like that, like, really throws you for a loop. I kind of dig the fact that it's there, so we can believe whatever we want.
I like that.
I want the converging of the universes, though. I want to see her interact with Bruce Campbell, interact with who we saw in Rise, which I know there are loose plans for that to happen, but we'll see what happens.
That would be interesting. That would be something like, holy shit, they actually just tied all of this shit together. Wow, what the fuck? This is awesome.
Yeah. I don't even need it tied together, though. I like the idea. I even like the idea that the show Bruce Campbell isn't Ash from the other movies. You know, and adding that, and you know, you had said that essentially, like adding all these different, you know, people together from all the different worlds. I don't know that I'd want to, though. It would be cool. I think it's just cool to have it out there.
I think I just want Mia back.
What?
I think I just want Mia back from this movie to appear in the future, more so than Bruce Campbell's Ash. Because, I mean, we've gotten a lot of Ash, and it's all been great. So if, you know, it's retired, but I'd love to see Mia return.
It would be really cool to see, even at the end of Evil Dead Rise, like Mia return and kind of help them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I know exactly what you're dealing with. Follow me. And then, like, she's taking him back. I'm going to take you to somebody I know. And they're driving towards, like, a trailer in the Oldsmobile.
That's all they would need. Then, boom, movie goes off.
That's the ending for me. That's going to be the ending for me forever.
Oh, my gosh. Someone put that in there. Just edited that in the end of the movie. Or put it in the next one.
Because there's how you connect it. Like, they're becoming the elite force against the Necronomicon.
The book that didn't burn.
Imagine the world they live in, though, and that little girl and everything she saw and had to deal with. And she's now living in this world where they're both going to have to become like demon killers.
Mm-hmm.
If she survives it all and really just lives that life, she is going to become the badass demon killer.
Oh, hell yeah.
All demon killers.
Yep.
She's going to be 40 years old. She's going to be like 35 years old with 30 years experience. That's wild.
It's going to be like the Winchesters. Like, they had to tell you, like, oh, yeah, we started when we were like 5, just to be like, all right, it makes sense why you're 26 and you're like a killing machine.
I'm fucking expert. Like, how'd you just kill that? How'd you do that so fast? I've been doing it since I was 5.
Hard to argue.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I love this movie. It's so good.
And it's one of those ones, like, every time I watch it, I'm like, why don't I watch this more? And then I never think about it again until it's a podcast or just something that comes up in conversation. But this is always the one I go to, or always the one I think about. Like, you know what? I should throw that. I should throw that on. I should watch that. Yeah. And I'm so glad that I.
I go to the originals. The originals, in my opinion, are like, they're perfect to just throw on and watch while you're doing something.
Yeah.
So, because like, you don't have to focus and you still get it.
That's true. So, that's how it is with, like, I mean, Friday the 13th for me, most of that franchise. I can just throw it on in the background. Like, you could ask my wife. There'll be times where we'll go through the marathon. I'll go grab something from the kitchen, heat something up, get something to drink, and I'll hear something going. And I'll come running through like, oh shit, I got to see this kill. She's like, how the hell did you know? I'm like, I just know these movies that well. Like, you wouldn't watch them like 3 years. I got 30 years of experience with these movies. However many years.
And, well, can I ask you, where does Evil Dead fall on your guys in the franchise scheme of things? Like, I know Friday the 13th is yours. It's probably my go-to. Friday the 13th is my main go-to. Where does, and Jason, I would say probably, is it Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street that's your go-to?
Scream.
Oh, Scream, of course. I don't know. I can remember.
I would say for me, more recently, it's been Scream, Child's Play, Evil Dead, Friday the 13th.
Actually, yeah, I would have guessed Child's Play before I guessed Scream. Because you love Chucky, and I get it. That I love that. We can go all day on just that franchise. That because I would agree with everything you say, because I think that franchise, I'm actually kind of like Evil Dead in a way. It's so good because it reinvented itself every time.
It's a perfect franchise. Evil Dead is a perfect franchise. There's not one bad movie in this bunch, and there's not a bad TV show associated. It's a lot like Chucky.
Well, Child's Play 3 is tough, and the remake is tough.
Well, I have a soft spot for the Child's Play 3. The remake
I get that too. I do too. That was the one they showed on TV all the time.
Yeah, Seed is my weakness. That's the one I don't really like, except for Red Man.
Such a tough one.
Reggie Noble, man. Evil Dead is my favorite franchise.
Nice.
Is my franchise. Wish I was off tonight. That would have been dope, man. That would have been dope to have you in on this. To have you in on this one. I appreciate you tuning in, though.
Yeah, brother.
You gotta start telling your boss, like, listen, we gotta start scheduling stuff around HorrorWithSirSturdy now, or you gotta pay me a hell of a lot more money.
Yeah, right.
Just tell him that.
Listen, I need a raise. I've got a better offer.
Well, don't say you have a better offer.
How much are they offering you? And then just say your number.
Boom. There you go.
You do it.
$47.50 an hour. There you go. It's a lie, but it's the truth.
Wait, a lie can't. Are you a politician now? I'm lying to you, but I'm telling you the truth.
So, yeah, man. That's how you get the big bucks. So you get the big bucks.
I love it.
I guess.
Evil Dead. Jason. this franchise, or no, Mick, actually, you're the one who asked this question. For this franchise, I don't know where it would rank on my list because like I said, I never really think about it until I'm watching the movie, and I always go to this one right here. So I don't even really think about the whole franchise when I think about this movie. I do enjoy the first two. I don't really care for Army of Darkness too much. That's why I put it last on my list. It's fun, but I watched it once and I'm like, I'm good. And that was like back in 2018, 2019. And that's because of Letterboxd, people. That's
You
because of
like Rise a
Letterboxd.
lot too, right?
Huh?
You liked Rise a lot too, right?
I did like Evil Dead Rise, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I think Rise reinvented it in such a way that brings it back to working. Nothing against this movie, but it doesn't lend to going on. Not saying you can't make a sequel. You can make a sequel about anything. We've proven that fact time and time again. But I mean, like, it's such a well-told, contained story that even to do a sequel, I feel like would diminish what we got in this. But I will not say that about Evil Dead Rise. You could continue because it brought back some of the absurdity to it that I think that franchise needs to really like excel.
Yeah. And I mean, the way this one ended too, though, compared to Rise, I feel like you can do a bunch of sequels off of Rise. But this one, it kind of ended. I feel like it kind of ended as like a boom. I think it was just like a really good ending for it. It was just like boom, kind of done here. Yes, they could have done more from it, but I feel like I agree with what you're saying. How it could have hurt it. It could have hurt it.
And that's the only thing. And I think that's where, when it comes to sequels to horror movies, especially, a sequel by comparison is never going to live up to the same level. It's very rare. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I will hard argue Alien and Aliens. I love them both.
But
Aliens is not as good as Alien as in terms of a movie. It's just a more fun version, and I understand why people go towards it, because I do too. I would argue Terminator 2, as much as I love the first one, and I love it more, actually, personally, I would argue Terminator 2 definitely excelled in the sequel. But further showing, like, that had to have the same director, the same stars, coming back, telling this tale, and at the right time, because look at all the sequels after it. It all diminished everything.
Yeah.
So like, I feel, and even in this, you could argue it because Evil Dead 2 is better than Evil Dead, but the reason being is because all you did is lost the rights and had to retell the story. Genius, and I applaud you for it. It's a good feat, but like, it's a happy accident. Like, I wouldn't attempt it for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, for them it worked, and shit, look what they got it from. Just imagine if it didn't work from part 2.
But it worked for Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. I know that.
So like, Sam Raimi is a genius, and he's directing Doctor Strange now. Like, Fede Alvarez could probably get away with it, but if you don't get Fede Alvarez back, is it going to be nearly as good of a movie?
That's fair. That's fair.
I just, so sequels scare me when the first movie is maybe absurd enough where it's like, okay, I love it, but I'm not going to take this super seriously. Like, I understand what they're trying to do here. Then fine, make more sequels, because they're not going to be as good, but at least I get to see these characters still be zany, or it can still be fun. When it's a great fucking movie, don't give me a sequel or you're ruining it.
Yeah.
So
I'm like again,
Titanic too.
You know what it is? I feel like
I've been a Patreon for 3 years, and that movie is yet to be reviewed.
Fine, I will watch goddamn Titanic too.
No, it's more fun to have this bit going.
Nope. I'm ruining your bit. I'm gonna watch Titanic too.
I have to find another bad movie.
Yeah, I disagree, Mick. I really wanted to see a Schindler's List too.
He did it. I know exactly what Mick's thinking. I wish we were at my show so I can put him backstage right now.
No. I want
I'm
to laugh.
kidding. No, I completely agree with what you're saying. There's movies that don't need a sequel.
Oh, there's tons that don't need a sequel, but then I feel like I wish I had some examples, but there's a few that I feel could use. Well, shit, It's a Wonderful Life can use as a sequel. I hope that has a sequel. I hope that has a sequel. I think it'll help.
It's a Wonderful Life.
No, Knife, the horror movie.
Oh yeah, but I just want the angel. The angel character was so awesome.
Wasn't there a sequel to It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know anything about the original. I've probably seen it, maybe not. But if I haven't,
more white people get what they want.
Yeah, that's enough. I see enough of that in real life. I don't need to watch that in a fucking movie. You watch a movie to get away from shit.
Okay. They announced it, but they canceled it, so that's why I remember there being a sequel to that movie.
Were they going to make one? Fucking idiot.
Yeah, that would have been a stupid idea and a stupid ass movie, I'm assuming.
It's a Wonderful Life is great.
It's great?
Yeah. I've
heard nothing but bad things about it, but
It's a Wonderful Life. That's Mick's favorite Christmas movie.
Well, okay. Well, besides you and Mick.
What did you hear about it? I know.
I'm like, who said anything bad about it? It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, a few of my coworkers were talking about it when we were talking about Christmas movies and shit. And they were just mentioning some. But they were asking some that we like or that people love that are popular that we hate. And mine is the one with the little boy that shoots his eye out or whatever.
I don't like that one
either. That's a Christmas Story. I don't like that one either.
And then his was that one. His and a few other people's was that other one, which I don't remember it. So, oh shit, the thing's going to be next Tuesday.
All right, gonna have to be on for that too. It's nice coming on your show to do good movies. I always said the Child's Play remake, if they had called it anything but Chucky and changed, maybe tweaked a few things, it'd been a lot better. And then they made Meg, which is essentially everything I said that Chucky needed to be, the remake.
I agree with that. I mean, just giving it a different name would have helped. Honestly.
I, for one, think you should not invite Paul on next week.
Why does he not like The Thing?
He fucking loves The Thing.
Well, here's another good one.
That is a good one. Tom Savini directed that one.
Yeah, Mick suggested that to me, and I watched it. It was really good.
Nice. Oh, you liked it, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna get shitted on the internet for saying this, but I kind of liked it more than the original. But I
get it because it has a better ending.
I don't have that nostalgia feel for it either, and I felt like the female character wasn't just like a lady crying in the corner the whole time.
I like that though because it had different ideas of the different female characters. Like everybody was represented in it. Well, not everybody was represented in it. But black people were. I'm saying that for sturdies. I was waiting for him to be like, black people weren't.
Don't get me wrong. No. I like the original as well, but that remake I thought was really solid.
Well, Tony Todd played a great Ben character in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
He was that. In fact, if I were to pick a Tony Todd role that like I love of his, I would probably pick that over even Candyman, and I fucking love those movies.
He was such.
But he was so good in Night of the Living Dead remake.
Yeah. But Candyman though, that was just like fucking.
I know.
Like even with the newer one, which I'm not even gonna stay on this too long. I did enjoy it, loved it, but I don't think that there can be another Candyman, but there's no Tony Todd. There's no other.
No, but I'm glad they paid homage to him because he can't.
Oh hell yeah!
Did you guys watch his Tales from the Hood? He was in the third one.
I need to watch. I need to revisit the first one. I need to watch the sequels. I freaking love those kind of movies. What's that?
Have you seen the first one?
I have. It's been a long time. Yeah, back in the 90s. I watched every movie that had an predominantly black cast because I even went and saw I Got the Hookup in the theater twice.
I didn't do that shit. Black people didn't even do that.
What's that?
I said I didn't do that shit. I got.
Oh man, I had to go to a really, really bad neighborhood to watch. I got the hookup.
I bet. I didn't have to go to a bad neighborhood. I just wasn't going to see that bullshit. No, I'm just like, I see how they act in their music videos. I don't want to see them on the big screen.
my fucking place where we went with the projector and the films, the movie theater. Dude, I'm stoned. My movie theater that was next to me was housed both the good neighborhoods and the bad neighborhoods, so it was okay. Everything played.
Yes. No. His portrayal in Final Tony Tide and Final Destination was awesome.
Amazing.
Can we get another one of those? That's another franchise,
It's
except
coming.
for the fourth one. For
There's
whatever
another one
God,
It's
I don't understand why I hate the fourth one so much, but I do. I love that franchise.
Fucking yeah, Tony. You know what it is with Tony Todd? I mean, he is a good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from his acting skills at all. But that voice, it's just fucking, especially for them roles. I'm like, Jesus, man.
Yeah. And it's like a really, like, he's just that distinctive voice. Like, it's a James Earl Jones type of distinctive.
Yeah.
Like, you know who he is, even if you're not looking at the screen.
Yeah, like if you want someone to read you like a horror story, you want it to be him. Fair. Bedtime story, Morgan Freeman.
Oh my God. I love it though. Such a great fucking, and like, I always hate doing the really good movies on your show because they always end so fast, because it's like, it's great. Like, what do you want to say?
No, it is. And like I just love the direction they took with it. I love how they went there. They weren't scared to show the gore, they weren't scared to show the blood, they weren't scared to show just the fear. They weren't scared to show anything in this movie. No. I'm glad they weren't scared to show anything in this movie, because sometimes movies, you know, the world we live in. I know this was 11 years ago now, almost, depending on the month it came out. But shit, we're in 2024. I almost forgot.
Like the world. Hood did go straight to the videos. Daniel did not go to theaters.
Which one?
Leprechaun in the Hood. It's one of the
Leprechaun in the Hood.
Well, I wouldn't say that. You don't know, because some of those movies do end up in theaters. It's just super limited run.
Yep.
And to the bad neighborhoods, like you said. Leprechaun in the Hood. No, so yeah, a lot, because honestly, I'm doing a lot of research right now for Letterboxd. And adding all those movies on, and it's funny you should mention that, because I'm finding a lot of movies that I did think were straight to video or straight to Redbox or something that were in the movie theaters even as late as of last year.
That's hilarious.
And I'm like, really?
That's like, hilarious. That's hilarious. Like, what the? I never knew this shit. When did this go to theater? What theater? Oh, it was shown in one theater.
Yep.
Like, why?
Ooh, who's this? Air conditioning CJ.
I'm
gonna read it in my best. Give me an accent to do. Who are you gonna say?
Huh?
I don't know. I thought Jason was gonna say something.
I said.
Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. I'm reading this all weird. Flexible and convenient. I'm done. This is stupid. At least something interesting. Air conditioning, CJ.
Yeah, this is. You can do better.
I'm not gonna pay for your fake people views, because that doesn't help anything. You just boost one video, maybe.
Here's how you can help, and you can do it for free. It's called word to mouth. Tell your friends and your family about me. Peace.
I mean, listen, if you can do the job, but I want guarantees.
No, I want real. I don't want no fake views. I want real people sitting their asses down on their computers, whatever they're doing, taking their kids' tablets.
Like that, like, it should never be, your work ethic should never be, pay me this much and you'll have this many people. That's okay, but in a day, like how are you doing this?
Mm-hmm. So, why don't you just show me how to do this, and then I'll just go do it myself.
I'm just sitting at home creating all the YouTube pages so that they can subscribe with all their fake accounts.
Be crazy as shit. Like, oh, it's real. Look, I got 16 videos on this one.
It's so stupid.
Oh
It's
my fucking
so
goodness.
stupid.
Oh my fucking goodness. The Thing next week. Night of the Living.
4,000 subscribers with 4 views. You made it. That's
why I could say I've earned my views. There's a ratio. Or my subscribers.
Some classic for TV made limited theatrical runs too. Brian's song, The Helter Skelter, come to mind, an edited version of Roots as well. Yeah, I could see that though. I could definitely see that. I mean, it's just not everywhere, of course. Limited places, limited spots, limited run, and all that shit. Which I hate that at times though. Like when you see, like fucking the Mean One was playing in theaters again this past, but it was nowhere around here. I'm like, what the fuck?
I bet you it was playing in theaters now and never played in
That'd be some bullshit.
year. But it's gained prominence for being a weird movie. That happens.
Listen,
I'm just waiting for Mickey versus Pooh.
I'm so fucking mad about this.
Mickey versus Pooh.
I hate this fucking fad. Fad filmmaking pisses me off more than anything. It's how we get stupid bullshit copies of everything. It's basically Hollywood fucking saying, porn does it, why can't we? Like, shut the fuck up.
I mean, I don't mind them. They're fun, but I do wish they would, like with the Steamboat Mickey, I wish they would actually make a good, fun horror slasher out of it.
You haven't seen it yet? Yeah, I have seen it, because you know what? You don't give a fuck. You just want to jump on the Winnie the Pooh bullshit. And this is going to happen every year now for the rest of our lives, because now we're at like 1907 or 8 or whatever the fuck it is. Or whatever. No, it's 1920 something is on. I don't know, whatever. So now we're there, and we're going to start seeing more and more. And like I told Sturdy earlier, fine, if you want to create a good fucking original movie with these characters, but why is it that Mickey Mouse has to help somebody fall in love in some stupid fucking Hulu original bullshit they bought at a fucking film festival that did okay, or a horror movie where Steamboat Willie runs a fucking goddamn whatever it is ferry and he's killing people. It's not going to be a steamboat, it's going to be a ferry, because fucking steamboats don't fucking exist anymore. But because it's 23. So maybe in 1923 he drove a fucking steamboat, but not in 2023. And the best part about this is, the fucking absolute best is, Disney couldn't do this. They could, but they weren't going to with Winnie the Pooh. And I think I know why. It's because they knew the very next year, since they announced Winnie the Pooh and it became this big fucking thing, and then that's got a sequel, they knew, Disney's not idiots, they knew somebody's going to fuck up with Steamboat Willie, and they're going to do it, because what people don't get is copyright down to the fucking thing. Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse as Steamboat Willie, that black and white image is so you can't color it. He can't have red shorts in your movies. He can't have this, that, or that. Like, you are gonna fuck it. And also, the Mickey Mouse outline is copywritten, and that was in that bullshit fucking mouse movie where he kills people at an arcade or whatever it is. That trailer we looked at. I know they did that. So this is the one time where usually I'm like, fuck the House of Mouse, but you know what? Go right ahead. He created it. That was like his baby, his big thing, and you're gonna make a mockery of it. Well, the richest fucking most evil company in the world is going to take down everything you do, and you are going to regret it.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, yeah. They even make it like slightly. Oh man, yeah. No, I mean, I know with
make a fucking original movie. Sorry.
Had, certain things. When they announced Winnie the Pooh, I was hoping to see like a Wes Anderson animation style Winnie the Pooh movie. I thought that would be really cool to have him do it. But I mean, I'm on the trend. I enjoy this fun stuff. But yeah, no, Mickey Mouse. They're gonna get, whoever makes these movies is gonna get fucked 3 ways to Sunday.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yes, sir.
Why do we love the cartoon characters that we love? because can you name a cartoon character that has come out that is truly an original character that isn't sort of based on another property from the same company? So like every one of Disney's fucking characters except for Mickey. Mickey was an original.
Yeah.
And the reason Mickey was an original is because Bugs was a fucking original too. He went the other way with it. These characters, and those are just two of the big ones. We hold them dear because they're original characters who brought a lot of laughs and a lot of heartfelt things in our lives. Helped us grow up. Again, I'm not against fucking Mickey murdering people in a horror movie. But you're going to rush it and you're going to tell a stupid fucking story. And rather than wait, and rather than, maybe write something out and make something really good, you're going to jump on it and it's going to get fucking ruined because everybody's going to be doing it because even there's a Mickey Mouse video game coming out. I hope all of you get your pants sued the fuck off for doing this. So you learn a lesson because I don't want this shit every goddamn year. Every goddamn year. I told Sturdy before, I was like, fucking Sherlock Holmes has been public domain for years. Why can we not do a horror movie where as Sherlock Holmes and a Watson character are hunting basically a Scream type killer?
Or they're the killers.
Or they're the killers. Whoever, write something original, write something different. There's a million Sherlock Holmes stories already out there that that are probably in, not a million, but probably in public domain that you could retell. But that's just one character out of a million that are public domain. And we're not trying to be creative. We are the generation of, we don't create shit, we just try to improve shit. I don't blame Gen Z, I don't blame Gen Alpha, I don't blame Gen X, us because we were so unsupervised as kids and we fell in love with TV and all this shit. We turned around and we said, you know what? We just want to amplify, and I blame the 80s for this. We want to amplify the things we grew up with and improve upon it and make it better. And we've not done that yet. The closest probably is Evil Dead. So it comes back. It comes back to this whole episode. But my whole point of this is somebody, somewhere, truly create something new because it's possible. It is possible. But just give us something new. In fact, stop giving us characters you think we might want to see. Base one off your fucking uncle who was weird and used to come to Thanksgiving and make it a fucking bear or a goddamn bat or whatever and start making it funny. And let's have a good time with it and then make a new character. You know what? I'm so fucking tired of like, we have nothing new. Sorry, you got a rant from me tonight.
No, I love it's true. I do. It's a hit or miss thing though, because it's like you have the people that, I mean, I'm in the middle because I want something new, but I'll watch anything horror, as you know. But then you have ones that just won't accept the new stuff. It's too something. This is too.
I disagree. I don't think we do new stuff. Yes, there are people who will say, but they will always try it. The haters will watch your shit more than anyone else. Your mother could come into the room, kiss you on the forehead, tell you they love you, and they don't have any fucking idea what you put out on the internet because they pay no attention to it. Haters will watch every goddamn thing you do and recite it back to you. Haters are your best goddamn fans because they're the ones out there making sure they know exactly what's going on and giving you the views. Now, do I like them? I don't know. I just don't care. But I love the people who are kind because they're kind.
The Howard Stern effect.
But these movies will be watched by the haters. And if they're good, if they're truly good, even the haters won't deny it because they got something original. And that's what they'll latch on to and say everything else sucks because now they have something new to hate.
Or because they're haters, the ones that are haters, they'll have it. So like say this is the movie, this is the new movie that they love. They'll have it right here. This is at home. Nobody knows that they have it out here alone, but right here oh no, that movie fucking sucks. Nah, man, I can't believe they made this fucking movie again.
Countless movies we can talk about where they suck, but we watch them because the filmmaker tried. They sat down and they tried, and maybe it didn't work, but they tried, and there's glimmer of hope and there's glimmer of awesomeness in it. Not this shit. Like, not this new shit that's like, let's copy it over, let's do all this, that, and the other thing. Get an original fucking character. You want a hero? Stop looking to Ash. Stop looking to fucking, I don't know, whatever fucking heroes around. There is no heroes. There's no fucking heroes anymore. They're all goddamn manufactured. Marvel, fucking DC, Mission Impossible. And again, I'll watch those movies. Give me that to consume, but give me a real hero. Give me a hero for that really stands out. When was the last time we got an actual hero in a movie that really made you inspired?
That's a good question.
Like, if you cannot think of it fast enough, but I mean, I'm not saying inspired you in some way to do something. Maybe it was a writing character and now you want to write. Maybe it was a character who does taxes or whatever, and now you want to fucking get a calculator. Whatever, happy for you. Whatever works. I'm talking about a truly inspiring character. Christopher Reeves in that fucking suit in Superman inspires. He doesn't just inspire heroic hope, love, being there for your fellow man, truth and justice. He inspires you to be the best version of yourself because you truly believe when he puts on those tights, he is Superman and Superman exists. I loved Henry Cavill as Superman. I never once felt like that. The closest I ever felt like that was Clark Kent in Smallville, and it wasn't as deep as a Christopher Reeves. That's and now, why do I bring that up? And especially considering, and I know what you're all going to say, and I'm sorry I keep taking over your show, it's Sturdy, but I know what you're all going to say. Well, you're talking about Superman. How is that an inspiring original character? He was the best version of an original character, and he inspired. Now I'm on to something else. It's characters in movies that truly inspire you. What, John fucking McClane? I don't know. Besides Christopher Reeve's Superman, Batman sure as shit has never made me feel that way.
I would say for me, and it's way more recent, of course, but Chadwick Boseman and Black Panther.
Well, I love it, but Chadwick Boseman and literally, and this is just my perspective on what.
Oh, and everything, he's fucking amazing.
As a human being, he was inspiring. Now, there's plenty of inspiring human beings.
Yeah.
So that's why I think I was dissociating like the truth, like the characters we make up on the screen.
Well, that's why I was saying the Black Panther character.
Oh yeah. No. I think that's an awesome answer. I was just saying
character,
and that way.
And what even more so with that is like for me, it's inspiring, which is amazing. But with me and you have had this conversation before, Mick. But just children of all races, and I thought that was fucking awesome. Like you've seen it even more so. Unfortunately, I mean, he passed away, which sucked. But then what I thought was so amazing and heartfelt is when you see these kids like lining up their toys and having like the Black Panther doing this and all this stuff, kids crying, holding the X and do like all that stuff because of what that movie, not the cartoon, what that movie did for them, what that character did for them. That's awesome right there. Like, and then just, yeah. And then to see like for me and then for other African-Americans, especially like the children, which I'm so happy they got to see that, being able to see a hero that looks like them on the big screen. I never got to see that.
Can I make an argument though on what you're saying?
What about Blank Man? You didn't like Blank Man?
I love Blank Man.
That's not a serious, inspiring character though.
No.
We gotta get the side characters,
or
we get like the side joking characters, and if it was like a hero, it'd be like the sidekick.
Let's face facts. Lando Calrissian was probably the last in pop culture. Last black character that would inspire. He ran a city. He owned the Millennium Falcon before Han. That was like fucking awesome. So like that is, and when I'm adding to Sturdy what your point of saying, like that's sad.
Yeah,
like almost 50 years you can think of two characters.
Yeah,
but to take it away from Chadwick Boseman a little bit from what you're saying, like. Chadwick Boseman in Black Panther is on the same level as Christopher Reeve, in my opinion, is inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you put any other black actor in the role of Black Panther, it does not hit the same because Chadwick Boseman, he had a career of inspiring black characters and roles and playing these, not even characters, like playing real people that just were inspiring anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly. So like, and I think that gained him such a notoriety, because like when I heard he was Black Panther, I didn't say that's an awesome pick. I said I'm in because it's Chadwick Boseman.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, until he died, he was the greatest living actor around.
And see, for me, after I seen Black Panther is when I got introduced to other movies of his, and I'm just like, yo, this guy's fucking phenomenal. Because just the roles you play, because even with Black Panther, he has the whole, the serious role, the serious tones when he has to be. Freaking 42, come on, that shit was like, wow.
Yeah,
wow. Like I want to go see more of his work. I need to see more of his work.
Watch the Marshall movie where he played Thurgood Marshall. It's not as good. I kind of wish there was other cases that Thurgood Marshall could have been on, but and they focus more on Josh Gad because his character was more hands-on in it. But it is still a very good, very inspiring movie because Chadwick Boseman kills it. So like all of those, like the Get On Up, the Jackie Brown story, what was the other one he did? I can't think of it at the moment.
I can't even think
of it. Great. And he did, he did that on his own. It wasn't just like he wanted to play these roles because they weren't stories that were told.
Yeah.
And when he started gaining notoriety, he realized I can pick those scripts now.
See, that's awesome. That's all.
Not many actors who become celebrities do that when they get older.
And that should move him up even higher as far as like the all-time actors list, in my opinion, and then just inspiration, because it's like there's a lot of people of all races that don't know these stories, that should know these stories and would probably enjoy these stories. And maybe even once they learn these stories on film, maybe they'll go back and do some more research about it. Maybe they'll go back and read the book or something. Or at the very least, they watch this movie and they pull something from it.
I would have a hard time, but like if we were even just talking about black actors, I mean, in my opinion, when he was alive, he was greatest actor.
Great, yeah.
So, but even like a lot of the argument is like out of black actors, and I don't have a list, but if I had to choose, like it would be very hard to choose between him and Sidney Poitier. I think they both had a caliber that was just unmatched. But Sidney Poitier would be up like on that list very high too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's awesome that he has that Chadwick Boseman had and has that impact on a lot of people around this whole world. That's amazing.
That's inspiring to me. That's an actor you're not going to forget his name.
No, hell no.
He inspired enough, like you said, through all of those roles, but also his activism, his strength with the cancer, and all that stuff. So to go back to the original point of like create and actually I want to bring up Daniel Snow's like Rocky is an original inspiring character. I love Django Unchained. It's not an original inspiring character. It's a great character, but Quentin Tarantino does not write to inspire. Let's be real. Like he's not like it's an inspiring movie, but like the characters are supposed to be outlandish, violent, overly. Like I'm talking about like the Rockies, the Jackie Robinsons, the Superman. These guys, when you look at them, you're like, I want to be better because I see them.
Yeah.
And so for me, doesn't make me want to. Neither is Walking Tall or Hoosiers. Mississippi Burning is a great movie, but I don't know that I was inspired by it, but there wasn't a character that inspired me overall. And Blade, to argue that point, in terms of inspirational black people, like when we're talking about movies, I love Blade. I love Wesley Snipes, but even then, he's like the anti-hero. He's the lone hero. And that's the same reason I wouldn't say John McClane. Like I was joking earlier when I said it.
If you're gonna go like vampire hero, Buffy would be one, but that's not movies, that's television.
But a character. I count that. She was an inspiring character.
That could be fair. That could work. She could work.
I think there's a lot more in terms of audience for it. Like there's a lot more women characters in movies that probably are super inspiring to women, just like there's probably a lot more black actors or characters that are even more inspiring And it's, let's face facts, it's the difference of the perspective between white men. Like, yeah, we have stuff that are inspired, but look at who our inspiring characters are. Herculean type characters.
That's yeah.
Superman's not an underdog. Rocky's an underdog. Not for long. But like, why wouldn't Apollo Creed be just as inspiring? Here's the guy who built himself up from nothing to become world champion. We don't focus on that side of it because having nothing and coming up is generally
no, that's
inspiring.
And that's coming from anywhere. It's like, oh shit, you did it.
I argue. I love Rocky, and I argue. And in fact, he's based on the Bayonne Bruiser. And he was a small shitty boxer who just got a chance to fight Ali and knocked him down. Oh, cool. Ali's story is way better. Yeah. Ali's story, like, is still one of the. It does not get enough credit. Will Smith did an amazing job in that movie. So I just hijacked your horror show for different things.
But I was gonna say, I'll pull back to talking bullshit for a second. I was gonna say, I don't think this Mickey Mouse movie is gonna be fun. To your point, Sturdy, because Winnie the Pooh, when they announced they were making a horror movie, they released like a photo and said, we're gonna film this soon. Mickey Mouse came with a trailer the day of. Like, there's nothing quality coming out of this Mickey Mouse horror movie at all. When you have, a trailer day of, like, no, I don't.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm still gonna watch it, even if it goes to theaters. I'll go to theaters to see it. But
me too.
I will say I agree with Mick though. I would love to see them like really take the Winnie the Pooh character, the Mickey Mouse character. I don't mean like super serious. You have to make it like super duper serious, but write a good story to it. Write a compelling story to where it's like, oh shit, we want to see more of these.
I'm telling you, Disney's going to make an example out of these people. They're going to find things that are copywritten that they can use. They're going to wait until these things come out and are in theaters and make some money or notoriety in some way, shape, or form and sue the fuck out of them. And I'm not saying that I like the fact that filmmakers will get sued, but I do think that this is irresponsible
to do it so quick.
To do it so quick and to not know the rules to do it, to just say, oh, well, somebody told me it's... And you may have looked at it for 5 seconds and been like, is it true? Because I can Google, is Mickey Mouse public domain? And it will say, yes, but the Steamboat Willie. Okay, well, if I do Steamboat Willie, then it's fine. Okay, but I'm going to tell you right now, in this one that threw out the trailer, it looks more like Mickey Mouse now than it did Steamboat Willie. Good luck.
Yeah, they better fix that, change that, or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so stupid.
But like I said, I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna review him and all that. I may review him and all that shit as well. I probably will. I'll probably talk about him, good or bad. But I do want to see, like, if you're gonna do these, like, especially because it's from my childhood too. Like, if you're gonna do these movies from my childhood, these cartoons and shit from my childhood, just, make them interesting, make them entertaining.
Yeah.
Make them entertaining. Like Winnie the Pooh movie, it was fun. It could have been a hell of a lot freaking better, but it was fun.
Or how about this? I know the horror fans aren't going to listen to this horror show. How about this, filmmakers? I'm going to put a challenge out to you. Make the horror movies. I'm for it. Do it right. Do it within the copyright. Make a good movie. That's what I'm asking. That's my question to you. Don't tell me you're making a good movie, because I'm not going to go into another rant about how movies are for the filmmakers. No, they're not. Shut up. So nobody makes a movie for themselves. Nobody. And when you do, you only watch it yourself. Trust me.
Or it's a sex tape.
And even then, nobody makes it for themselves.
Well, you wait till you sleep with someone like a Kim Kardashian or something like that. Then you're like, all right, I gotta leak this. I need the numbers.
Hold your moral code.
She didn't. I think her mom released her sex. Never mind. That's enough about that crazy. Allegedly, Kim, don't sue me. I'm broke. Allegedly.
I don't know that the mother would do that. Like, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see the mother.
Well, no, I've heard things like through other podcasts that are into all that shit.
I think she did it. I think Kim was like, Paris did it. and like I want to get famous. Like I personally, I think I would 100% agree with. But like, yeah, like just from a father perspective, like if my wife did that to my kid, like everybody's gonna know it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, her dad's dead, so never mind.
Yep. See.
True. But Christine Jenner, right? Christine. Am I saying her first name wrong? I can't remember.
I don't remember any other. I just know
Mrs. Jenner. When she was going by Mr. Trent is right. Going by Mr. Jenner, when more followerly role. I don't know how it works now. He did not like when she did Playboy. Like he was so like I feel like if you are super adamantly against it and something like that, you're not gonna be okay with your wife putting out a sex tape of your stepkid. I have a stepson, and I would not be okay with that.
Yeah. Listen, man. Some people are damn money though.
I know, but money's not worth it if you sell your soul for it, it ain't worth it.
That's what you're saying. That's what we're saying. That's not what everybody says, though.
I'm not saying this is a rich man. I know some believe that, but I'm not a rich man. I'm rich in love and friendship. So
there you go. That's something us broke people say. We're rich in love and friendship. And
oh my God, dude. So you're not ending. I know he has to go to work, but you're not going anywhere. So my favorite thing in the labs lately, and for anybody who's watching or listening, we have this thing called the lab. It's something like this, but we all get in it during the day and we just BS and we talk and come up with ideas for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're working on our letterbox and I'm going year by year, right? And I'm adding all the movies I've seen. And now Sturdy can attest that I've seen some shit.
Yes.
There are some box covers I've seen that was like, this doesn't look like a movie that's real. And right now I clicked on it and it's right next to like two movies that I saw when I was judging for Skyline. And those are like legit movies, and I'm not going to put their names out there now with this one. Interracial Blow Bang Volume 19.
Holy shit.
13 to 18 black guys in every scene.
God damn.
White girls get glazed by black guy bukkake.
See that? That's too many. That's too much.
Mom,
that's why. Why? It's a movie. I'm on movie phone.
Well, they're not making her a glazed donut. They ain't baking no damn cakes or nothing. Well, I mean, they're baking cakes or a cake, but you guys know where I'm going with that.
They're frosted.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, tune in to Late Night with SirSturdy. We'll probably be able to explain that to you better.
I'll be back on Friday to talk more about this.
That's the spot. That's the spot because
you got to tune in at 8 though on Nick at Night because we're going to be on.
Yes. Are we? Actually, I'll ask you off screen.
Let's just say yes. Let's just say yes.
Just say yes.
Why not? I think I have no idea where the show took a turn. It didn't take a turn. We had conversation, and it all comes back. I'm going to bring it right back around to Evil Dead. Here we go. So everything I said. If you're stuck in an interracial.
Okay.
Blow bang. Maybe it's volume 19, volume 20. I don't know. It gets hazy after a while. Just remember that if you're ever going to watch a remake to kind of recoup, this is the one for you.
Yeah. Stay away from the Debbie Dows Dallas remake. It's not so good.
I like how Daniel was like, I've got the laser disc. You guys are missing out.
Oh, shit. And I'm going to just jump back right here real quick. Speaking of Late Night with SirSturdy, this is what we're going to be reviewing. Wham!
I'm not watching.
Girl Squad. Yes. Live Saturday, 12 a.m. Eastern Time. Be there, be square, people. That's going to be a good time. I don't know if it's going to be a good movie, though, but it's going to be a good fucking time. I can promise that. And popcorn and pints, that Star Wars, Star Trek shit. Oh, we're starting that this weekend. We're starting that Saturday.
God damn, I'm on too many of your shows.
Listen, I'm on one of yours Sunday. And tomorrow.
Shit, oh, shit. Yeah, you are.
I'm
we're on every. Jason.
Yeah. Busy.
We need to get you on more.
Busy, man. I'm busy. and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This movie was fucking awesome.
It was very good.
And it looks like
very
very
good.
Next week, gonna have some, 2 more awesome movies. Horror with SLICIN. We kicked off with kind of a boring movie. One this call. And yeah, now we're going back up. We're going back up for a little bit, at least for a little bit. Can't make any promises. And again, late night with SLICIN. That's a completely different animal. So that's gonna be different, people. Don't even worry about that shit as far as the ratings and all that craziness. On Horror with SLICIN, we got 2 good movies coming up. On late nights, we'll see. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be late. It's gonna be great. And none of us can wait. And with that said, listen, guys, if you're not following the 3 Geeks podcast, you're fucking missing out, and you're an idiot. And you should follow them.
Hey,
and if you're not following the scene snobs, what are you doing with your life? Are you smoking crack? You shouldn't be. You really shouldn't be. And if you're not following Horror with SLICIN, you're a racist, and you should.
Well, since you're on my shows, can they be racist if they don't follow me?
Nah. You guys get enough stuff. You get enough stuff. But no, all jokes aside, people, listen, give us a follow. We really love doing this content. Honestly, it's our passion. It's our babies. And check it out. Check us all out. Seriously, check us all out. And like I told you guys, check out the Video Store Clerks as well. Check out Popcorn and Pine, Stories from a Bar, Worst Damn Gamer, everyone that's tied to us, that's affiliated with us, that fucks with us, because they have some dope content just as well as we do. And with that said, we're going to get out of here, people. I'll see you in your nightmares. Peace. This movie was awesome. And let's see. No, I don't have anybody to cuss out today. Just have a great night, people. Let's be better people tomorrow. Peace.
Fuck you, Jermaine.
Jermaine, you're an asshole.
Fuck